it's time to dish with D. That's me. We're gonna make some homemade, it's either gonna be granola or bars or possibly both. I'm not quite sure. I got these, I use the word strange very loosely because I've just not ever seen them before. It is called puff calmut, puffed millet, and one more, which I don't know why it's not up here, brown rice. We're gonna make some, like I said, I'm gonna try to do some, because granola is one of those things that we love, but we can never get enough of, and it's really high in points. So these things are pretty super low in points. I know a cup of one of these is 1 point, and one of them is 2 points. Not sure which one. So that's a steal right there. And I'm gonna flavor it with some of these skinny syrups, because why not flavor it with something that don't have to cost me any points and give you that sticky flavor? Let's see if it works. If it doesn't, oh well, we're just gonna have something good to munch on. Ooh, maybe it won't, but we'll see. Anyway, I thought I'd take you along for the journey. All right, let's open our bags, and I'm gonna start with a cup of each and see how much that gives me. Because again, as you know, I don't plan anything, so I'm not sure how any of this is going to turn out. I bring you along for the thought process. You're welcome. Like, oh, so it's just kind of, it's almost like I'm teaching how to create low point food. You just mess around with it. That's all. Look, you can't see my face. Yeah, it's a low budget production here. iPhone, tripod, kitchen. And I got these cereals that went all over my thing at Whole Foods. In case you're trying to locate them, I've never seen them at my local grocery store. My oven is preheating to 350 because we want it waiting for us. Well, I'm sure it will be because this looks like a hot mess. All right, I may put oats in here. Nah, I might, because it's gonna make a lot. So, all right, one, and one. I did bring my oats over. Rolled oats. You don't want quick oats for this. You want rolled because you want to be able to see them. So we'll do a cup of those as well. I feel like I'm not centered here. There we go. So let's just toss them. Bring you down. You don't need to see me. You need to see the food. All right. So that's 4 cups we have in our bowl. And just toss. You could probably put nuts. I'm just going to do this plain for the first time and see how it turns out. If I really like it, then I will definitely put nuts, dried fruits, chia seeds. But right now we're just going to do it plain just to see if it actually works, because I'm really not quite sure. See the mess I've made? Yeah. Wouldn't be a dish with D recipe if I didn't make a hot mess. So I'm going to do some egg whites. These little liquid egg white. Again, I have no idea how much to use. I really don't. So we're going to start with, let's see, half a cup. Because like I said, I can always add more. Can't take out. I'm going to do some cinnamon because everything tastes better with cinnamon. Just a nice good old glug. All right, I need a spatula. I'm going to start tossing, get it all coated with the egg. Now I'm going to add some this skinny syrups, this caramel pecan I'm using. Again, anyone will do. I don't have my measuring spoon. Let's do 2 tablespoons of this. This is actually going to give it sweetness and stickiness and flavor. And I want to throw some salt in because I do think that there needs to be salt in everything that we make. This enhances everything, truly. Don't be afraid to cook with salt. I'm not a person who puts salt on the table, but I am a person who cooks with salt. I think this is plenty of liquid. I might just a little bit of the maple pancake syrup just to give it a run home that maple. Smells really good, actually. I'm hoping this turns out because this smells right now insane. So 2 tablespoons is 0 points. I'm just gonna put 1. I don't think it. Oh my God, the Rice Krispies are crackling. That's a bit funny. I'm just gonna put 1 to run home that maple flavor. You can put maple extract as well. All right. You can hear the Rice Krispies. Hear them? That's so funny. They're snap, crackle, and popping. All righty. Now I'm gonna grab my prepared pan that I've lined with either parchment or foil. I have to see what I have. I think I have parchment, which I haven't prepared it. So yeah, I'm gonna go grab a pan and prepare it. And I'm gonna spread this out on a sprayed sheet. And I'll bring you back to show you what it looks like. All right, I have a very large baking sheet with parchment that I sprayed with butter flavored pan. And I'm just gonna dump our mixture onto here. And then we spread. Simple, simple. And use up your whole, you have a nice large pan, spread it out. Get it as flat as you can because you want it to get crispy all over the place. We're gonna toss it, so it's, but you just wanted to get it as flat as you can. Put it in. I'm not sure of the time. I will definitely let you know. I'm going to try a few minutes and then check it, but I will definitely let you know the complete time that it took to cook this. Fingers crossed, people. Okay, it baked for 10 minutes. I took it out and I'm just breaking apart. They're still soft and so they're getting toasted. They're not ready yet. I'm just breaking apart the clumps with my hands and I'm going to put it back in for another few minutes. It's coming out pretty good, actually. I'm not too disappointed in it. And I'm going to put it back in, and we're going to bring it back when it's done, and we're going to have a taste. And we'll talk about points. Okay, I'm back. I baked it for the 10 minutes, tossed it, baked it for another 5, tossed it, baked it for another 3. And all ovens will vary. You just keep your eye on it because you don't want it to burn. But I kept breaking up as I tossed it, if that makes any sense. But it comes up to 4 cups of granola, and there's some clusters. So I calculated it at 4 cups. 1/4 cup a serving comes to 1 smart point. Oh, I'm a little bit thrilled about that. But I am going to be adding nuts, I think, and pumpkin seeds, and maybe some dried fruit. So it may bump it up to 2 points, but for 1/4 cup of granola. But does it taste good? Because if it's a point, it doesn't matter what it is. If it sucks, nobody's gonna want it. So let's try it, shall we? Now you can break this up into smaller clumps. Some are smaller and bigger than others, you know. But here we go. Let's see if we have a crunch because that's key to granola. I like it, honestly. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love traditional granola better. I'm not gonna lie and say this is better than that because it's not. Is it good? Yes, it's different. I do like it though. I think nuts and seeds would really add to this. And I wish there was like you know what I might do next time? On top, sprinkle some monk fruit or some granulated sucrin. I feel it needs like a sugary coating. But I don't want to count points for. I want it to be a little bit more sweeter, but it's definitely granola. I mean, look at that. It's crunchy. You change up these skinny syrups. I used caramel pecan, but you could change it up. You could leave it out if you don't even want to add it. It's not a necessity. I just happen to have it, and it's, see how it's kind of thick, so it helps with the sticking texture. But the egg worked out really well. So I may be making bars. Would you like to see a granola bar? And if I do, I will definitely be putting seeds and nuts and possibly some dried fruit. We'll see. But you never know. But thank you for joining me for this homemade granola from these weird cereals. I shouldn't say weird. Different cereals that I found at Whole Foods and, no, Sprouts. That's where I got them, at Sprouts. But I think Whole Foods would have them too. Brown rice, puffed millet, and puffed kelmet. Never heard of any of them, but they looked like they would be healthy. The one was 1 cup for 1 point. The other was 1 cup for 2 points, and the other was 1 cup for 4 points. So that's where your points came from, was from your cereal. And I did a whole cup of oats. That was another, what, 8 or 9 points. So that's where your points come from. I definitely, though, want nuts and seeds. It might, like I said, it might bump it up a point, it might not. Because remember, it's going to make it more volume. So I'll get more than 4 cups. So that'll also play into points. So don't always put poof, you know? And hey, 2 points for a 1/4 cup is still a huge win for good granola. And you know what's in this granola. Yeah, you might not be a fan of the skinny syrups. Don't use them. But the egg is what gives it that crispy, the egg white, the crispy outer coating. So I liked it. Husband liked it. So win-win in the dish with D. Oh yeah, I made some beets. Can you see? That one was on. There's some beets, which I have a video for that. I will link it. So you can go watch my homemade roasted beets if you're a beet lover. I had 7 beets. I just peeled them, wrapped them in foil, and they're roasting in the oven. I'll leave them in the fridge wrapped in foil in a plastic bag, and I just eat them with a little seasoning, a little vinegar, sometimes a little sprinkling of cheese. They're good. Don't knock beets. They're good. They're brain food. And Dee could use some brain food. So thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. If you want that granola, those bars, let me know in the comments section. Say, yes, Dee, we want granola bars. We want granola bars. Then I will definitely work on that. Since I have the cereal to use up anyway, so why not? You know what Dee always says, why not? So thank you for joining me. Have a great rest of your day. It is still snowing. I'm going to make a pot of soup. That sounds good. Pot of soup. And we will dish another day. If you want to come to my live Tea with Dee, my weight loss chit chat, I go live every day here on the channel at 7:30 Eastern time. You are welcome to join. Just pop in, say, hey, it's my first time, and we will welcome you. It's kind of like your weight loss meeting, but better because you're at home in front of your computer with your slippers on. But that is it. I've talked. Goodbye. Have a great day.